Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where the Crusader Kings music decided to get a little loud. There we go. I'll just bump that down a tiny amount. And at this point, we need to be working on our pick up and deliver method here. So we'll just call this here pick up and deliver for right now. And we're going to need a list of parcels up here. I'm going to go ahead and put it here. Public parcel, or rather public list parcel. And this is going to be carrying. Now, these vehicles have a max capacity. So we're going to need in the parcel an ability to check if it's been sorted or not. Does this need to be a mono behavior? Does it even need to be anything? Like, I don't think it needs to be time aware. All that checking can be done externally. I think this is just a data class. So pretty much this is just going to have a few bits of information in it. For right now, we're going to say public bool sorted equals false. And that's going to be all it has for right now. So one thing we want to do is we want to know, are we full? Because if the vehicle fills up and every single one of those packages has not been sorted, then there's no point in running the rest of the route, right? It can just return back and save a little time. That's probably going to be the best thing to do. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to iterate through all of the nearby buildings, not building hexes, but buildings. And these buildings can have one or more packages that they are both expecting and sending. So we're going to need somewhere in here. I think we'll go ahead and place it up near the top. So we'll just put it here. Public list package. And then this is expecting. And then, not package, parcel. Public list parcel expecting. And then public list parcel sending. And then both of these can be initialized. Equals new list parcel. Equals new list parcel. Okay, there we go. So it's expecting and sending a list of parcels. Now, it bears noting that we may want to optimize this for memory at some point. You know, maybe instead of doing it this way, maybe we should just have a parcel manager so that we don't have to have a list on 53 million objects. Parcel manager. Okay. And then this can be a mono behavior, that's fine. And then we will have a public list parcel. And then this would be like essentially awaiting pickup. Awaiting pickup equals new list parcel. And then public list parcel awaiting delivery equals new list parcel. I kind of messed that up a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be fine. No, it's not going to be fine. The compiler is really confused. Now it's fine. And then the question is, how can we go about quickly parsing these potentially very long lists and finding a package that is meant for a particular building or originating at a particular building? Well, that's a good question. That is a good question indeed. I think the answer is that we're going to need, obviously, a function for it. So public parcel, and then this is going to be able to output a particular parcel. So find parcel. This is if we are... Well, as of right now, this would be assuming... Okay, find first parcel for building, and then building for building. Kind of like that. So that would just iterate through the lists until it finds one, and then return that one. Whereas a bit more comprehensive of one, maybe we could use like dictionaries for this, with the key being the int3 of the building. That might be a good plan. And then the value would be the parcel. I like that idea, actually. I like that idea a lot. That gets rid of the need for this mostly, except that we would be able to do, like, a list of parcels. And then instead of find first parcel for building, well, what happens with a dictionary if you have the same key multiple times? C# dictionary duplicate key. What happens if that happens? I mean, ultimately, the question is, does it matter? I don't know. I guess we could find out. We could also make it so that each building is only capable of sending out and receiving one package at a time. That's not the end of the world, right? That should theoretically be quite possible, and should pretty neatly solve that little problem. So then we would need to find... Essentially, this would be like find pickup parcel, but we could just not even do that. If each building is only capable of having one of each, pickup and delivery, then that would be fine, theoretically. Because we could then do like a public dictionary, and then our key would be int3, and our value would be parcel. So then we would do a new dictionary, int3 parcel, like that, and then the same thing here. Dictionary, int3 parcel. And a dictionary int3 parcel here as well. And the nice thing about using dictionary in this case is that we can then just pass in our key, the int3, and instantly grab the parcel. Well, not instantly, but very quickly grab the parcel from the dictionary. So that would be a good way to handle it. And then in the building itself, we could do a spawn pickup. And then we would need to have something in the parcel. The parcel would need an int3, so let's go ahead and go in here. And then this would be public int3 destination, which would not be shown to the player unless it was sorted. They wouldn't know where it was supposed to be delivered. It should be somewhere pretty close by, at least to start, though. Right? Like, it wouldn't be fair to have all of them be all the way across the map at the beginning when you have no fuel depots. So that's something we're going to need to consider. But for right now, I think this will be fine. And then we can do something like a public... this will be a public void generate pickup package. And then this would be building from building. And then does the building... I mean, the building would call this on, like... There would be a chance that the building calls this on, like, a per hour basis. if it doesn't have a pickup package already. Now, I believe in our balance, we already determined what the odds of a building outputting various things are, right? Well, we didn't. Well, maybe we did in the building balance. Let's go to the definition of building balance here. No, we did not. We can pretty easily add it here, but for right now, we'll just say that that's a to-do. So I'll put that in the to-do list. Building parcel generation by balance. Okay, there we go. And then we can come on into the parcel. That's got whether it's sorted or not and its destination. Does it need anything else? Well, yes. Yes, it does. It is going to need basically all of these bits here. So the payment can be calculated by the business on delivery, right? That should be fine. But we're going to need the parcel to know, for one thing, what type of parcel it is. A parcel, a package, a crate, or a shipping container. So that's going to be pretty important. Public enum parcel type. And this is going to be parcel. And then package, crate, shipping container. Okay. So it's going to need public parcel type. There we go. And like I said, this is basically just going to be a data storage class. That's all it's going to do. So it's going to need its parcel volume and its parcel weight, or rather just volume and weight. So those will be floats. Public float volume and weight. There we go. Now, is there anything else that it needs? I just closed something. Whatever. I'm sure I'll regret that later. I don't know what I closed. What else would this potentially need? The distance it's traveling? I mean, we don't really have a scale in the game right now for per kilometer. But that's pretty much what it would need. So I guess we would need a public int3 origin then. We would need to know the origin of the parcel to be able to calculate the distance. And then we would need some sort of a way... Well, maybe that could be calculated externally when we have the origin and destination. And then we have the parcel type, the volume, and the weight. And then I think that's pretty much all we need to know, honestly, for the parcel. So I think that's pretty much done. And then in here, we would generate the pickup package from a particular building. The building would call this, but the building wouldn't generate most of this. And then we would add this to the awaiting pickup. So yeah, we need to make a new package. So package, or rather parcel equals new parcel, like that. And then we would just need to, we would need to generate parcel, which we're going to do, but not quite yet. That's going to be very, very soon. But we will then go ahead and add this to the awaiting pickup. So then awaiting pickup dot add, and then we want to put in the key and the value. So for the key, we will do from building dot location. So that'll give us the int3 of the from building, and then the value will simply be parcel. And we'll add that into that dictionary. Okay, there we go. So we need, before we can really get this functional, we need to have our building balance be set up for generating parcel types. and we need to have our actual generation functional. And that's going to be a little bit complicated, but not super complicated. The hardest thing there is going to be figuring out how far do we send this. Because, sure, if it's a further send, that's great in the mid to late game. In the early game, when you have no infrastructure, that's not great. Anyway, it's time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Subscribe for more, and next episode, we will be working further on generating our packages. See you all later.